close now, let me tell you a lie. Wild child, you got me running through the turnstile. Baby girl, we better make it worthwhile. You're gonna get my love today. You are a sweet dream with a tender heart and a beautiful smile.
It's okay.
You sure?
For those who are able, please rise for the formal Convocation academic processional. We ask that you remain standing as the Wing Walker Honor Guard presents the colors and the CSU Marching Band performs the national anthem.
Please be seated. Thank you to the CSU Marching Band and the Wing Walker Honor Guard. At Colorado State University, we begin our ceremonies with word of recognition and reflection, and a reminder that the establishment of this institution came at a grave sacrifice to the native peoples who first inhabited this land. It is our mission to ensure that this is never forgotten, and the generations after us know what sacrifices went into the founding of CSU. Colorado State University acknowledges, with respect, that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, Ute nations and peoples. This is also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other native tribes. We recognize the indigenous peoples as the original stewards of this land and all relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties the nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. CSU is founded as a land-grant institution, and we must accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion. And, significantly, that our founding came at the dire cost to the Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon. This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment. My fellow Rams, it is such an honor of mine to welcome the class of 2022 to Colorado State University. My name is Rob Long. I'm a senior majoring in finance and political science at Colorado State University, and I was elected to serve as this year's student body president. I'm also joined by the vice president, Elijah Sandoval. Thank you for being here today. Your class has the extraordinary gift of being able to come to CSU without COVID-19 restrictions for the first time in over 2 years. Give yourselves another big round of applause. The CSU community is more ready than ever to help you succeed and has plenty of resources to offer you. We have over 400 clubs, fraternities, sororities, and organizations to get involved with. So know that there is a community here for you to thrive in. And while I think a college education is important, and we are all here for a degree at the end of the day, I would propose that something equally important is your life outside of academia. After reflecting over the past few years, it would be my hope that you never take what we have now for granted, and that you make the most of every experience. As you start your time here at CSU, I want you all to have one goal in mind: do something bold. In his speech to College of Business graduates at the University of Southern California, renowned businessman Elon Musk had this to say to them: "Now is the time to take risks. Your obligations only increase over time. Once those obligations increase, it becomes harder to get things to work out. Now is the time to do that. I encourage you to take risks now and do something bold. You won't regret it." My fellow Rams, even though you aren't graduating today, and you might think graduation is light years away, I guarantee you in the short amount of time, sorry about that. So in your short amount of time here at Colorado State University, I urge you to do something bold. Well, so what might that look like? Starting a business with your roommate, getting involved on campus and engaging in public speaking, tabling out on the Laurie Student Center Plaza. The possibilities are endless, my friends. And by doing that, not only are you growing to become a better student, but you are growing to become a better person. It is my hope that you take those virtues far beyond your time here at Colorado State University and represent to the world what it truly means to be a CSU Ram. Thank you, Rams, and good luck. And with that, it is my honor to introduce you to the Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Blanche Hughes.
Thank you, Rob. Good morning. It is my honor to welcome you, our first-year students, to Colorado State University. Take a minute, wait a minute. I'm gonna give you a chance to clap for yourself, just a minute. Take a minute to look around. Soak all this in. You will remember this in the future. You are really here. Now give yourselves a hand. And I also want to extend a warm welcome to the families that are joining us virtually today. Your families. This is really exciting to be hosting Convocation back in Moby Arena again. I love the energy. This is my favorite part of the year. It's welcoming you, and then my second favorite part is watching all of you all graduate. So, Convocation is an honored tradition here at CSU. This is your first formal event as Rams, and it's the start of your academic and personal journey here. It will be bookended by your graduation. For the families joining us today, this is an important milestone as you begin the transition to having a student in college. I know that you all are experiencing many different emotions at this time. Some of you are ready to go. You have all your books, maybe even started reading a couple of chapters so you could be ready for Monday. You have said your goodbyes to family and friends that have started hellos to new roommates and new friends. Others of you may feel a little anxious, maybe uncertain about this journey. You are both excited and worried about what this new place will mean to you. And then some of you may just be scared, even though you're trying to fake it. Too many people, too loud, living in a small room that has a very small closet, and no air conditioner. It's all part of the experience. Perhaps a roommate that you are not quite sure about, or you may be living at home this semester and not quite sure how you will fit in. It's easy to feel a bit overwhelmed. And many of you may have felt all of these emotions at some point this week. But let's be clear. If you start to doubt whether CSU is the right place for you, if you start to wonder if you can make it here, I ask you to think about your journey up to this point. You have prepared yourself well, or you wouldn't have been admitted here, and you deserve to be here today. So as you start this new journey here at Colorado State, I hope that you are excited about all the learning ahead of you, both in the classroom and around the campus. Learning about your career choices, learning about yourself and others, learning how to learn. Start by getting to know your faculty members, by going to office hours and talking to them. You're going to hear this over and over again. Talk to students on your residence hall floor, in your classes, and your hall staff. Learn their stories as you continue to create your own. Join a club or organization, get a job on campus, volunteer in the community. Be willing to try new things, make new friends, and share your perspectives as you learn to embrace new perspectives from others. And don't wait to do these things. Start right now. Hopefully you already started. The first 4 weeks of the semester is a critical time to excel. Don't wait to see how life might be here. Set your own course for your success. As you reflect on your journey that led you to this day, be sure that you remember your support system that helped you get here. You still need these people, your family, friends, teachers, coaches, mentors, as you start to build additional support networks on campus. Share your new experiences at CSU with them, and don't be afraid to let them know when you need their support. Asking for help and reaching out for resources is a sign of strength. So if you haven't already, please make sure you take the time to acknowledge your family and the special people in your life. A simple thanks will carry them through this difficult time as they struggle to learn to live without you being with them every day. DM them. I just learned what that meant, by the way, but just text them, email them, FaceTime, or you know what? You could even call them on the phone to let them know you appreciate their sacrifice, their support, and love. And if you haven't done that yet, I hope you do that. Not right now while I'm talking to you and through this convocation, but after that, take some time to just let them know you love them. Your parents and family may not be starting this journey with you, but that's okay, because there are people here at CSU that also care about you and also want to support you on your new journey. This includes faculty, staff, administrators, and returning students. You will find yourself surrounded by helpful people and resources here, and it's our expectation that this also includes you. As you heard during RAM orientation, Rams take care of Rams. If you see someone who needs support, a helping hand, maybe just a smile, please let them know that you care. One of our biggest strengths at CSU is our community. We have established principles of community that we strive to live up to. You are now part of this community, and we need each and every one of you to be invested in the academic success, safety, health, and personal growth in yourself and in all of your community members. Remember that it is not an accident that you are here. I'm going to say that again. It is not an accident that you are here. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you have chosen Colorado State University, and we are glad that you are here. Welcome to the Ramily. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Associate Vice President and Executive Director of the Alumni Association, Christy Bolander.
On behalf of the Alumni Association, welcome to Colorado State University. It makes me so incredibly proud to see so many new students joining our RAM family. I've already seen so many of you sporting your RAM Pride, and a few of you wearing your Forever Green t-shirts. Those t-shirts have the CSU fight song on the back. And in my role, I have the great honor to sing that song with fellow alumni and RAM fans at events, rallies, and games all across the country throughout the year. And every time I do, I think about two things. First, I am so grateful to the CSU Marching Band, what I consider the best marching band in the nation, for making us sound so good. I'd also love to give a shout out to the Golden Palms and the CSU cheerleaders. And second, I think about you, our future alumni, who keep our traditions strong, create new ones, and make us all so proud to be CSU Rams through your commitment to academic excellence, making the world a better place, and supporting those of you who are seated together today. The foundation of that commitment to the future, to CSU and to each other, was actually built June 5th of 1884, when Elizabeth Coy, Leonidas Loomis, and George Glover earned their degrees. Later that afternoon, our very first members of the graduating class sat down for lunch with then President Ingersoll to formally establish the Alumni Association that I'm so proud to serve 138 years later. Libby, Leonidas, and George embodied the highest ideals and aspirations of those who founded the land-grant institution. Libby returned to her alma mater to teach, helping establish the college's enduring reputation for educational excellence. And did you notice we had a woman in our very first graduating class? Leonidas put instruction in the professional care and feeding of animals to practical use by becoming a very successful rancher and steward of the land right here in Poudre Valley, just as supporters of land-grant colleges had envisioned. And George, after getting off to a very rocky start by knocking down the school's entrance with a horse-drawn wagon on his first day, he came back to Fort Collins to establish one of the top veterinary medicine schools in the country and served as its dean from 1907 to 1934. Their stories were only the beginning, just as yours is today. From the moment you stepped foot on campus, you became part of the CSU family, this family sitting in the stands with you today. A family of thousands of staff and faculty members who have made you and your college experience their number one priority. And a family of more than 250,000 living alumni around the world who will make you feel like home wherever you land after graduation. When you leave here, we hope that you will always stay connected to your alma mater and prove the adage, once a Ram, always a Ram. We hope that your time in Fort Collins is the beginning of a lifelong relationship with each other and with CSU, just as it was for Libby, Leonidas, and George. Your continued involvement and commitment will ensure that Colorado State University not only will continue to grow, but flourish for our next generation of students. On behalf of the entire Colorado State University Alumni Association, we are so thrilled that you are here and look forward to being a part of your journey. You belong here. Welcome to the Ram family, and in all that you do, go Rams. It is now my great privilege to welcome to the podium Interim Provost Jan Nerger.
It's wonderful to be with you today at Moby Arena for your convocation. This tradition kicks off Ram Welcome College Day and your academic journey at Colorado State University. As people have said prior to me, revel in this moment, soak up the energy in this room, and embrace the recognition. We're all here to celebrate you and the beginning of your journey. On behalf of our dedicated academic leadership and the support staff and our world-renowned teaching and research scholars, it's my privilege and honor to mark the beginning of your time as a CSU RAM. As Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, I'm the university's Chief Academic Officer. I oversee the development of all educational programs and the quality and assurance of the assessment of your learning. But what does that really mean? Truthfully, I have no idea. You're all individuals, and this academic journey is truly yours. But my primary role is to work with the leadership of our colleges, sitting behind me, and the departments, and our faculty and our staff to pave the way for your success. You'll notice that all of us up here are wearing our academic regalia. This is a tradition that goes back centuries in academia, and we wear them in your honor. But we also want to remind you that you are joining a very prestigious academic enterprise dedicated to intellectual growth and inclusive excellence. And in a few years, you're going to be carrying on that tradition as you don your own cap and gown and receive your CSU degree in front of your families, your friends, faculty, and peers, again, right here in Moby Arena. So I want to take a few moments to recognize and introduce to you our platform party. These are the university and academic leaders who are here today supporting your success. Members of the platform party, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing until we've recognized everyone. And students, please join me in a single clap for each of these people as I introduce them to you. This will mean, yeah, do you got that? All right. All righty. I'm first quite honored to introduce to you the interim president of Colorado State University, President Rick Miranda. And now members and representatives of the president's executive leadership team, Blanche Hughes, vice president. Okay, wait a minute, you gotta hear their titles. Albert Bimper, interim chief of staff. Janine Moore, deputy general counsel. Joe Parker, athletic director. Colleen Cipriani, vice president for inclusive excellence. Okay. Blanche, these are your students.
These are our students.
Oh, that's right. Okay, we're going to have to do this a little differently because this is a long title. Laura Jensen, Vice Provost for Institutional Research, Planning and Effectiveness. Sonia Kreidenweiss, Interim Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Graduate Affairs. Sue Doe, the Chair of Faculty Council. And the university deans and college representatives joining us today. Honestly. Okay, clearly you need CSU, but you're here. That's a really good start. Alonzo Aguirre, Dean, Warner College of Natural Resources. Colin Clay, Executive Associate Dean, College of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. Karen Eslin, Dean of Libraries. David McLean, Dean, Walter Scott Jr., College of Engineering. James Pritchett, Dean, College of Agricultural Sciences and Director of Agricultural Experiment Station. Simon Tavener, Interim Dean, College of Natural Sciences. Beth Walker, Dean, College of Business. Ben Withers, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Lisa Youngblade, Dean, College of Health and Human Sciences. And we're also joined by two of your elected leaders of the CSU student body, Rob Long, President of the Associated Students of Colorado State University, and Elijah Sandoval, Vice President of ASCSU. Please join me in welcoming and thanking our platform committee. And I called them a committee, and they are far from that. They are a platform party, and their dedication to CSU is amazing and remarkable. So as you start this exciting next step in your life, I'm going to ask you to listen to Beyonce. CSU band, as wonderful as they are, they couldn't pull it off for me, but are there members of the Beehive here? There you go. So yes, Beyonce. I'm not actually talking about her music. I want you to embrace her wisdom. Her wisdom. Surprising a little bit, but once she said once, if everything was perfect, you would never learn and you would never grow. So you are here to learn and grow as you pursue your passions, and that inherently comes with challenges that interfere with ideals and around perfection. All of us in this room, including everyone on this platform, has experienced disappointments or roadblocks, and we all need to help from each other's at times to rise above what holds us back. So remember, you are now part of an extended RAM family that is here to help you succeed. It includes a powerhouse of faculty who can't wait to meet you, to engage with you in classrooms, labs, through teaching, research, and discovery. Take the time to introduce yourself to them. Take your time to introduce yourself to your advisors. Get to know your peers. Organize study groups. Attend every single one of your class sessions. And seek out faculty mentors. Consult with your academic advisors and take advantage of all the tutoring that's available to you at TILT, the Institute of Learning and Teaching. And as everyone has said here, and those who haven't had the opportunity to say it, you are meant to be here. You will learn and you will grow and you will do great things at Colorado State University. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the president, Rick Miranda.
Thank you, Dr. Nerger. Wow, what a day, huh? Thank you again to the marching band. What a band we have. And what a day. You know, I go jogging around the town when I can, gets a little bit of time, and very slowly, by the way. And I saw a sign on a house just a few days ago, said, "Smile. It's contagious." So I want to take everyone here, I want to turn to the person next to you and smile as big as you can. It's contagious. You'll be smiling all day long. Okay, rein it in. That's enough smiling now. Well, welcome to this class of 2026 here. And welcome to all the parents and friends and family members, faculty and staff also that are either here today or streaming the event remotely. There's so much energy in the arena this morning, huh? Everyone here on the platform and the crowd is here because they care deeply about this place. And they've had an experience here that's meant something to them. And they want you to have the same opportunity. That's why we're here, because we want CSU to be a great university for you. A place where you feel supported and nourished, a safe harbor enabling you to get done what you want as the foundation for the rest of your life. Now, typically at events like this, you'll hear speeches that involve a passionate exhortation to be passionate about your future. First, maybe find your passion. Then follow your passion, and then live your life passionately. Apparently, nothing is more important when you get to college than passion. Now, I have nothing against passion, okay? But today I'd like to focus your attention elsewhere on a couple of other qualities that I think relate to your future success. Qualities that I hope your time at Colorado State will develop in all of you. Today, you are launching yourself on a voyage. And CSU will be your shipyard, your safe harbor, where you and your fellow students and professors construct a vessel to take you away in 4 years or so. What kind of ship will you build to get you where you want to go? A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. The two qualities I want to highlight as critical elements for future success are expertise and courage. Expertise and courage. And there is a sense in which these two qualities are complementary to each other, if not actually opposite. Expertise comes from confidence, from knowledge, from certainty, right? Courage is required for exploring the unknown, for braving the darkness, and for dealing with uncertainty. And it's hard to argue against either of these qualities being important. But what a powerful combination they are. Expertise and courage. Maybe, as in many things in life, the power comes from the tension between the two. One can have expertise without courage, lead a fairly productive life, but never hit that home run. And one can also have courage without expertise. And that is a little more dangerous, actually. But when you have both, watch out. We remember, honor, and celebrate great expertise and courage when we see it. Think of Volodymyr Zelensky leading Ukraine this year, or the scientists that develop our COVID vaccines in record time under extreme global pressures, or Beyonce. All of these peoples and teams, they studied hard, they gathered the facts, they drew on knowledge from many disciplines and arenas, and then they took a great risk, but a calculated one, and the result was inspiring, is inspiring. They built their ships slowly and carefully in relatively safe harbors, and then they sailed out into the open sea. How will CSU attempt to instill these qualities in you? Well, lots of ways, I think. But again, paradoxically, in somewhat opposite ways. Confidence, knowledge, certainty, expertise, these are acquired primarily through failure. Struggling with difficult subjects and ideas, wrestling with your own inner ignorance, until finally a light bulb goes off and the light shines through. You understand something. We fail, we fall down, but we fall forward. And that's how we learn and gain expertise. Bravery, persistence, boldness, risk-taking, courage. These are acquired, on the other hand, by a series of successes, small triumphs with increasingly difficult test cases, building that ship plank by plank, so that when a real challenge presents itself, one will dare to try something new. Small achievements stir one's desire for more, for taking risks, for knowing more deeply the value of the reward, of the voyage, and of the destination. The ship you will build in your time at CSU is in safe harbor here, but that's not what ships are for. This harbor, this university that you'll be assembling your ship in, it's a complicated place. As I noted above, somehow we use both success and failure to work some kind of magic with students, with you, and with ourselves. We have an openness to new ideas, no matter how bizarre or counterintuitive they may be. And we also insist on the most ruthless and skeptical scrutiny of all ideas, old and new. This is the way we make progress. And you will use all of these techniques, these tools, your education, to bring you to that day in 4 years when the ship you build here will be ready to set sail. At that time, you'll take your courage and your expertise out into the world to help us all solve the great challenges that lie ahead. But between now and then, just know that there will be some failures, there will be even more successes, and all through it, there will be this community, your safe harbor, helping you find your way and preparing you to set sail, because that's what ships are for. Now make the most of your time here, be kind and generous and understanding with the people you meet along the way. Smile as much as you can. And also be kind to yourself. Ask for help when you need it. And remember that rams take care of rams. Oh, and by the way, do it with passion too. That's okay. Well, now before we wrap up, I'd like to introduce our OTP students for the next part of our program.
Let's give it up one more time for President Miranda, as well as our incredible university and student body leadership. Now, I've heard Moby Arena get pretty loud before, but I have high expectations that the class of 2026 can be even louder. So, I have a question for you. Are you proud to be a CSU Ram? Since we are finally all together, I want to see how loud we can be as the entire class of 2026. So, when I point at this side of the crowd, you will all yell C as loud as you can. So let's practice that. C. Nice. Okay, now this middle section, when I point at you, y'all will shout S as loud as you can. So let's try it. Perfect. And now, of course, we couldn't do it without you. Aww. So let's try. Give me a U. Y'all, we got this. Okay, we will cheer CSU 3 times. And at the end, if you are able, we will throw our fists of choice in the air and shout Rams. All right? Let's try it all together. Here we go. Rams! That's how we do it. My name is Amanda Penley. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm going into my 4th year here at CSU studying social work. I'm from Helena, Montana, and I serve as the student coordinator for Ram Welcome and orientation programs. On behalf of orientation and transition programs, I want to welcome each of you home to Colorado State University. I'm really fortunate to welcome the class of 2026. This moment right here, right now, is very special. I vividly remember sitting at Convocation here in Moby Arena, specifically with my Newsome family. I remember sitting in this arena, and of course, I might not remember every single word that was said that day, but what I do remember is being nervous. Although I was nervous, I was also excited for all the challenges that would come my way and the growth I would experience being on my own for the very first time. Now, you see, the reason this moment is so special is because this is the only time you will be surrounded by your entire class. And each of you already have 2 things in common. The first is we are all here to graduate. And the second is we are all CSU Rams. As Rams, we participate in Ram Welcome. Ram Welcome is an experience that builds off Ram orientation and is the next step towards your graduation. Over the next few days, you will have the amazing opportunity to also staff, faculty, and administration. I encourage all of you to engage in this opportunity. Dive in and make the most of it. Because like a very influential woman, Dr. Blanche Hughes, once said, "Embrace this moment because you will never have this moment again." I challenge you all to bring your best self forward. Strive to seek understanding and look for opportunities to engage in the CSU community, and you will get more out of this journey than you could have ever imagined. I would like to acknowledge some people in the space that are perfect examples of what it means to embody the CSU spirit. As a community, we strive to live out the principles of community and leave places better than we found them. So at this time, I would like to recognize the student staff who have worked countless hours to prepare for your arrival to ensure that you have all that you need to succeed throughout your time here. Your residence assistants, inclusive community assistants, and other university housing student staff leaders have been anxiously awaiting your arrival and will be there to support you this entire year. Please give them a huge round of applause. We also have 141 of your peers, your 2022 RAM Welcome Leaders, who are rocking those lovely gold t-shirts and are giving back to CSU by volunteering their time during RAM Welcome. Ask them questions and engage with them. They are here to serve you and lead you through this experience. Let's give it up for your RAM Welcome Leaders. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about all the pride and tradition here at CSU. Every Friday, we wear green to show our CSU spirit around campus. This is called Get Your Green On. Another tradition is our very own fight song. Now, because we started this on such a high note with our cheer, let's end it the same way with a loud and proud rendition of the CSU fight song. After our CSU fight song, we'll join together for the first time as the incoming CSU class in the singing of our alma mater. And now I invite all that are able to stand and join the CSU marching band as they play our fight song loud and proud. Let's hear it for the CSU Marching Band under the direction of Dr. Jamie Taylor and our Spirit Squads led by Don Burton. From the fight song to the faculty and administration in academic regalia, today's event is immersed in CSU tradition. And one more tradition remains, the academic recessional. I ask that all of the students please be seated and remain seated to show our respect for the faculty and administration as they exit the arena. Platform party, please rise. Once the music begins, the platform party will exit the stage in the reverse order you entered, being led by the mace bearer and the president. I now invite the CSU Marching Band to begin the recessional music. I want to thank you all for taking part in today's program. Don't forget, everyone will be eating lunch at the street fair in Munford Quad and attending College Day activities afterwards. We will have Ram Welcome staff at the lunch to help direct you. We'll exit Moby Arena by Residence Hall, starting with Edwards, Westfall, and Durward. Please wait until I have called your section to exit the arena. Before I let you all go, please hear me say thank you. I hope you have a wonderful start to the fall semester, and as always, go Rams. Allison and Corbett Halls, you can go.